Gotcha. Let's do some ESO news. Hey guys, welcome back to Tamworth College. So, sorry I didn't have a video last week. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff to sort of talk about for ESO. Last week they put off the patch for the live server, and there wasn't anything going on for PTS, so we just sort of didn't have a update for last week. I had pretty much covered everything for the previous week. This week we have some stuff. First thing we're going to cover is ESO put a patch out for the live server that's supposed to fix the desync issues and the like lag. Well, they can't completely fix the lag. Let's not pretend they could, right? Like, but yeah, they put out a patch that today. So what's today? The 16th of March. That's supposed to fix the disconnect issues and all that kind of stuff. I have not personally been able to log in and test it. It's my girlfriend's birthday, so I haven't been home like the last 24 hours. I've been hearing mixed things. I'm hearing that it's fixed, and I'm hearing that it's not. I will say, considering that ZOS patched this, I mean, it took them 2 weeks, but considering they got this patch out like in a relatively quick turnaround, and considering there's something going on in the world that I can't name because this will just get its reviews restricted, and if I want to monetize this video at some point, I won't be able to do that either. So that's a thing that I can't talk about, but we all know it's a thing that makes you cough, go hoo hoo, and makes your lungs all hurty. So can't name it, but considering they actually got it out during that, when most people are working from home, kudos guys. Thank you so much for the fixes. I don't necessarily think the communication has been super great, but you know, you guys are communicating with the community, and like you're getting fixes out and you're working, right? So like that's all we can ask for is, you know, just keep trying to fix stuff. I'll obviously have a better idea how these fixes worked out next week. I will also tell you, take it with a grain of salt. If you were playing the game today and you're not noticing any changes or anything like that, just sort of give it like a day or two. Like, you're really going to see if the changes went into effect during prime time. But, you know, just sort of give it like a day or two to sort of smooth out. Yeah, let's look at these patch notes. So, as you can see here, it's patch 5.3.6 came out today for Elder Scrolls Online. They put this patch out to help with, you can see recent input delays and desyncs while in combat, in addition to fixes where breaking free could be delayed. There's a problem where people were spamming block. They were spamming block and they were having issues with, sorry about that. They were having issues with, like it kicked them out of the game, which is odd. So yeah, so this patch, we'll scroll through here. You can see there's a fix to ice reach. There's some collision detection fixes. In an effort to address delays. So here's the part about the recent input delays and desyncs. They said they fixed break free, although if you've ever PvP'd, it's the lag can sort of affect that too. I mean, it should function. It hasn't ever been perfect. Hopefully it's better. The thing about block is in there. There's a piece in there about BGs and Chaos Ball and Volendrung, which is Overland. Could prevent you from activating block or sprint, which is interesting. I've never actually held Volendrung, so I wouldn't know anything about that. This is actually really interesting. The in-cap strike part. So basically they took a lot of Nightblades for a long time were sort of upset because it used to have a stun and then it didn't, and they put the silence on it, but then that was like not necessarily balanced right to kill like stand players. So there were some people complaining it wasn't any counterplay. So this I feel like is a good middle ground, although I don't play a Nightblade like that much, so so I can't necessarily speak to that. If there's anybody who's like considers themselves like good on a Nightblade, and specifically in PvP where this would be used, feel free to leave in the comments. Let us know. Let us know, what your thoughts are on that. I'm curious. A lot of people are saying they like this change, but you can't always appease everybody. This Adric spear change is good for PvP also. It looks like they're having issues where you throw the spear and then you can't block it. Or it wasn't working against block. These fixes are good too. Fix a crash that would occasionally occur, logging out or logging in. Fix an issue, UI texture management. This one fixed an issue that would sometime occur during high volumes of combat, and then this one fixed an issue, fixed several UI errors related to key bindings and guild rosters. Nice. I'll have to test to see. So I did get a bug. You can see right here. If you press a sprint button too much, it actually will crash you from the game. Like I replicated it like 3-4 times. I need to test that, see if they fix that. That's something that I do. Like when I'm going across Cyrodiil in PvP or I'm going like a PvE zone, I'll like just press the button out of habit and just sprint and just sprint and just sprint and just sprint. And it was crashing me from the game. So I'll have to test to see if they fixed it. But again, that'll wrap it up for the patch notes for this patch. Like I said, the fact that they're getting stuff fixed, it means a lot to me. You guys know I criticize us all the time when they deserve it. And, these look good. I'll have to test this stuff. Some people I've talked to said it's good. Some people I've talked to said it didn't change anything. So I suppose if it did make it worse, that's good. Now, moving on to a couple more things. There was a ESO Live on March 13th. I have some of the video from that here. I'll talk over it. So basically, Gnarly Nate, who's another content creator that I like a lot. He's another content creator that I like a lot. He's on the ESO stream team. He's a really cool guy. He did a run through of Unhallowed Grave on normal with the developers. There wasn't a whole lot of news that came out of that, other than they obviously talked about the patch that came out today, and then they also talked about PTS is going to be under maintenance today. They specifically said it's not for Greymore, so don't get your hopes up. They're doing some kind of testing with the PTS. It's just maintenance they're doing on the PTS. So if that goes down today, don't freak out. It's not Greymore or anything. Although they did say they would have some information on the Greymore PTS soon. And insert the soon Gina Bruno meme. But other than that, we got the we had the ESO Live. Like I said, there wasn't really any news that came out of that, other than the stuff I just talked about. There is a Jesters Festival coming up. I believe it's March 26th through April 2nd. It's a good opportunity to get the Jesters personality, which is my favorite one. I think there's like a drunk personality. There's like some stuff I think that's already on sale, like a Jester's hat, and there's gonna be throughout the month like Crown Store stuff with like a top hat, and like there's a 4-leaf clover like green suit you could buy. It's also a good chance for people who care about like Indrik berries and things like that. You guys can get those. That's the kind of stuff that's going to be available during that. Usually the events during that festival are like throw a pie in an NPC's face. It's like cool little things. And they'll have boxes and, with like rewards you can get on your account. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, they sell my favorite personality in the entire game. I showed a video on it last week. Other than that, I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. There's not a whole lot from this week. Again, we didn't have anything from last week, but there's not a whole lot from this week. Guys, test out the new changes. If you guys have any kind of feedback or anything, feel free to leave in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content. Hit the notification bell. YouTube does a pretty bad job of notifying everybody. Also, catch me on my Twitch stream. I usually stream from about 8 to midnight, 2 or 3 days a week. I love all your faces, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, nerds.